Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up?
You got a special edition to Talk to Me, baby. The college entrance / fuck high school, I'm done with you hoes. Unpaid intern about to become a full-time student. He better not flunk the fuck out edition of Talk to Me, baby. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My main man tatted up with Hoochie Daddy shorts. Tali Simpkins, a.k.a. Black Tie, a.k.a. Dark Meat, a.k.a. I'm out here, ladies, a.k.a. Watch out for your grandmama, I'll hit that too. What's up, brother? What's going on, man?
I'm great, man. Just working, maintaining, getting ready for school
Man,
and all
working.
that.
Yeah, working,
All right,
getting a little couple dollars. You paying taxes or you claiming exempt?
I mean, they taking it. They taxing my checks crazy, but
they definitely take it.
So but yeah, it's been a great summer. New opportunities, new life, entering a new stage in my life of independence and stuff like that. Figuring a lot of stuff out on my own, and yeah, just really kind of just providing for myself, and if I want something, I gotta earn it and stuff like that, and just reaching on my goals and stuff, getting ready for the next level. I'm excited for my my new life. I'm happy to kind of get away from Philly. It's kind of what I've been waiting for. Just kind of get my own space, my own vibe, and yeah, meet people that's I feel like really for me.
Okay,
so,
well,
yeah.
you didn't come to the pod for your press conference. Tell the people where you going, good brother.
Oh, I'm going to Towson University. I'm majoring in computer science. I'm minoring in finance. I also have a high interest in real estate, so I'll be doing that as well as I'm learning that right now. So yeah, that's what I'm really going to school for. Hopefully everything works out for me.
Right. Well, let's run it back. Senior year high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how was that for you? The whole experience, your whole singles. Take us through your senior year.
Year was like you're not really a student, but you still in high school. So it's like you doing a lot. You still gotta at first you still gotta do all the work and stuff until you get accepted into colleges. But really all the work is just the college process. And then you gotta pay all your stuff. But as you get deeper into it, it gets fun. You got prom. You just start hanging out more with your homies, enjoying y'all last moments together while y'all in school. And you basically just there, floating, doing nothing for real. So you got
senioritis.
Yeah, you got a lot of spare time. I napped most of my class time, but yeah, started out, basketball season. Basketball season was really fun.
Yeah, spirit animal.
Yeah, it was a good atmosphere for a while. Then we got it after basketball season. It was right into picking the college, prom, and all other stuff, graduation. Everything happened so fast and in a short amount of time. It was like I said, I went on 2 proms, then a graduation in like 2.5 weeks. So it was like it was a little bit, but we got through.
Let's slow down for a minute. Let's go back to basketball, man.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I want to talk about your, all right, fuck the athletics, man. We gonna talk about sports first.
Uh-huh.
First of all, man, I want to let you know that watching your progress from junior to senior year, I want to tell you that I'm proud of you. You should have shot the damn ball more, but that's neither here nor there. Shout out Coach Brown and Coach Dustin. You know what I mean? Yeah, y'all brought him along. You know what I'm saying? Even, the mentals and the physicals and all them goddamn players. They got more plays than goddamn Madden, but that's a whole nother story. But, I want to let you know, man, I was proud of you, man. You, Anthony, shout out Ant Brown. Y'all took the team that somewhere it's never been, right? Talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, we had a historic year for sure. It's kind of, what I, at the end goal when I came there, it was what I expected to do eventually at the end. I mean, we had a big group, my class that came in to play basketball that we really never had in the past. And then, we had our young guys that came in, in the middle.
The midgets, call them out.
When we got there, so it all worked out. We had a complete team from top to bottom. It wasn't easy. There was a lot of hard conversations and all that. But at the end of the day, it's basketball. We went out, we played basketball. We won a lot of games, and we did some that may not be replicated for a long time. So
he's being humble, y'all. They almost made it to the state's Final Four. They came up a little short, but it was entertaining and stressful to watch at the same time.
Yeah, but
that's how all this gray got my beard. Watching him play ball. But here we are.
But basketball, was definitely fun, and it definitely caught a vibe around not only just the school, but the city a little bit. Everybody was talking, everybody asking you questions and all that. So yeah.
There was over unders. Y'all was on
Yeah,
DraftKings,
it was fun. It
FanDuel.
was funny. It was funny for sure. It was fun. Yeah, but I had fun. I'm happy it's over though. I couldn't wait to get out of there. I ain't gonna lie, but
Yeah.
I had a great high school experience in general though. I would say, but it was just my time to go. Like it is as life, you just outgrow stuff, and that's how I felt about high school.
It was time.
And now I'm entering a new atmosphere in life. So yeah, but basketball season, then prom was a lot. The whole process, I'm not gonna say plain, but I'm casual. I don't like all the you know
Proms
the
ain't about you, brother.
the pop and stuff, but
Yeah,
it's a
you
lot.
pulled it off, though.
It's a lot. It's kind of like you got to get everybody. But the biggest thing about proms for me is like I'm just be happy to see everybody and everybody cool. Everybody happy, even if you there, you're not, but everybody cool. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's why I like those gatherings. Everybody happy, everybody chilling. That's all I look for. I don't like to make a lot of stuff about myself, but stuff like that is going to be about me. I just take it for what it is, and I'm happy for it. I'm happy. I'm happy with how my senior year came out. Like, everything came out better, way better than I expected.
Really?
Yeah.
Why you say that?
Because like I had expectations going into, but I didn't know what to expect because I ain't live it yet. I'm not a type of person who like has high expectations for things or like other people. I have high expectations for myself, and I hold myself to a high standard. When it comes to like events and stuff, I feel like I'm just real like humble about it, and I'm grateful for whatever it is. Like it could have been something real small at the corner. I would have been happy. Just to experience the moment. Like I feel like a lot of people take for granted just like just being alive and doing basic things, just being able to like walk and just live this earth that's a privilege. So it's like a lot of the stuff that I'm doing now and was doing in high school, I just just kept a positive mindset about it. Because there's a lot. Like I said, our brains, it's a lot of thoughts going on. So you're gonna have a wave of negative thoughts, and you're gonna have a wave of maybe some irritation because you don't want to do this for real, but you just gotta always take a positive perspective on it. So you don't burn yourself out. You just keep yourself in a positive light. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy I got closer to certain people throughout the process. But like the year went by fast. But it was so much to take from it. So like relationships, people, all that good stuff. And it wasn't all good moments. It's never all good moments in a stretch. You could be making $1 million. There's gonna be some rough moments in there. So like I said, I didn't really know what to expect coming in, but a lot of times I just go into stuff and like, whatever happens, happens, so, but, I definitely say it came out like way better than I expected. Everything, like the graduation was dope. Everything was dope. It was nothing I could have like, dang, like I'm a little disappointed that this happened or this happened because everything was fly. Like I can go back and look at my senior year, especially like the back half of it, like, damn, that was fly. Like, I'm happy I had that moment. I'm happy I got
So
the moments.
you had some memories that have
Yeah, for
impact
sure.
you for the rest of your life. My
Yeah.
old ass, me and my friends get together and we still talk about high school.
Yes. Yep. You always, like you said all the time this year, just you gotta enjoy it because you only live it once, and it's something that all of these moments it just racks up to be like it's a story. It's a part of your story. Like something small as like for me, like getting my life is like it's something I'm never gonna forget.
Oh, that's right, you got your L. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Yay!
yeah, like,
got his license.
Yeah, finally, man.
Oh man, look.
I came a long way. It was a stressful process, trying to get somebody to help me practice, with a car and stuff. But I'm happy I finally made it, man. It was a big goal for me in the summer. Now I'm working towards getting a car, but hopefully that'll come.
Your grandma looking for a chauffeur. But
yeah, I could do that, but
yeah, grandma got a car. Grandma,
Yeah.
Shout out to mom. Mom got a car.
Yeah,
81.
Yep.
Watch
yeah.
out, grand theft.
She been Ubers and buses for a long time, so that makes me happy to hear. But yeah. So but senior year, it was great. And if you going into your senior year and anything or like just a big moment in your life, just take advantage of it because that stuff like time go by quick, and
It does.
we only live this life stuff once, and you can't. I know a lot of people say like you only live once, live it up. Like if you want to do something in your life, do it. If you want, you can't. I don't think people should live life in negativity, but just know it's gonna be a lot of people in your ear no matter what you do. So just if you want something for yourself, you got to do it. You know, no matter what you want to do, even if you think it's not a good idea, maybe it could be a risk that pay off for you. So, you know, I learned so much from this year, and I know like even though I mature like physically, but I really mature mentally, and you know I feel like I'm ready. You know, it was a lot of times I was curious, like I talked to you and I was like, maybe I might not be ready. You know, it's so much that comes to adulthood that I still got time though, but it's so much that comes to adulthood, but it's life. You know, when your time is to learn, the teachers will appear and you know lead you in the right direction. So
This the fun time, man.
yeah,
You
it
just
is.
gotta stay
Mm-hmm.
focused. You can have
Yeah,
have fun.
yeah. In
Stay
college,
focused.
I'm already knowing. It's better to be an adjustment. A lot of temptations, but
Temptations.
yeah, but but that's kind of it was a little bit. It's gonna be a different level in college because I mean, you see it in high school. But it's gonna be a different level in college. You really got your own crib, but parties nonstop, all this stuff going on. So but I feel like I'm my own person, so like I'm not a fear of missing out guy. So it's like, I do my work, then I can pretty much manage myself pretty well.
Right.
If I do catch myself at a party without doing any work, I'll just have to catch the lack of sleep and just try to get through it. But I hope that I live like that, because that could throw you off for a long time. But yeah, a lot of temptations, but it's gonna be a lot of fun as well in college. It's so much to do. Like
I don't know. It depends on where you at.
well,
Like Towson's a college town.
I mean, it's so you got Towson, but you also got a lot of schools around it. You got, Bowie's in Maryland, Morgan State, Stevenson. So, so it's like, but Towson does have a lot on campus as well, like the other college. But like party wise, I mean, it's gonna be always be something to do every day, And I already know a lot of people in Morgan, because I'm not Morgan, but in Maryland anyway, because I know I have folks that live down there, and like I know people that's going to Morgan, so I feel like I'll have a pretty good social life anyway. Like I don't have to come. I'm not really nervous because like I'm not. I know I feel like I'm a cool person where I can just make friends instantly. So and wherever I go around, just chop it up. Yeah. But yeah, so that's not really like something that's nervous to me. I know it's like we all go in there with the same mindset. Nobody know each other. We just chatting it up, cool. Ain't nothing extra to it.
Well, let me give you some insight.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you go there with 10 people.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna end up with the same 10 people you started.
Not even half might make it. So that's
the first semester is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't know how many white people go there. White people know how to party, do drugs, and graduate.
Right.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, make sure your deposits are wrapped up.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you not to make deposits. If y'all watch this podcast, y'all know what I mean about giving them the deposit.
No, we not paying for that. But
no. I'm not saying pay, but make sure your deposits is
right. Yeah.
I got that, sis. Relax. Cool. You cool. It's college, women.
Mm-hmm.
They're fun. You're gonna have fun. Yeah. Just know, have your your schoolwork wrapped up before Friday.
Yeah, that's kind of my goal. But I'm excited about it because I feel like it's already coming as like a better fit, because like I don't have to just go wake up early in the morning and feel like an unproductive day. Yeah. My first of all, my classes are in the afternoon, so I'm happy about that.
You starting off with that shit. All right,
yeah.
You good.
So I don't really got no morning class. So I'm happy about that. That's gonna really have me set. I feel like my highest concentration hours are like after at night, so it's like I can study at night. And, party when I feel like partying.
You're pretty disciplined. You ain't really.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not no drinker, no smoker. So you ain't. Don't get experimental too soon. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you not to do it. You know what I mean? Don't get experimental too soon. Mm-hmm. I'm more concerned with them hoes. These hoes, they nasty. They do nasty shit. Goddamn. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't want to go in depth since you're my son. I don't want to embarrass you. Them hoes, threesomes, all that, anywhere, them hoes. Yeah. I mean, don't let the hoes tell you like my daddy told me. Don't let them hoes throw you off your square.
Don't let them drive you.
Yeah. You there? Like, remember the Ben Simmonsism in basketball. We can't have that. You ain't playing, so you just do your thing and do your thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you got them hoes. We gonna touch on them hoes a couple times till you get out of here. them hoes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? if I was you, I wouldn't commit to nothing.
Oh no, no, no.
I mean, it depends which way it go. You might
mean,
find a real one early.
Nah.
Because everybody's journey different.
But the thing about it, like with commitment though, like I feel like in college, like it's all about perspective and anything you talk about. But like for me, like like I said, like kind of KD was saying, like we enjoying our time together. Then you drift, you go right, I go left. That's fine. But like no, like if we in college, bro, like you can't. What's the chances that she really gonna be mine? You know what I'm saying? Like
slim the number, they'll have you thinking different.
Yeah,
We're gonna be together forever.
Oh no.
Meanwhile, you with the football over there.
Yeah, but yeah, it's kind of like I don't even want to like think about that. Like I'm just going there, like I do with anything. I'm just going there. I mean, I kind of know what this path, but again, I haven't lived it yet, so I don't know. But I don't. I could meet like a real girl, like I said, but I ain't. I'm real honest. Like I'm like, I'm just here, to have fun, meet new people, and
make deposits,
and yeah, get
holler at your girlfriend,
get my schoolwork done.
Hook your mom up with my dad.
Yeah, all that, but yeah, it's just. I don't, like I'm probably like I didn't even really commit in high school, so I mean college.
Yeah, it didn't show the beginning of the season.
College is
college is worse.
I feel
college is more fun, man.
Yeah, just, but I feel like it's just I'm honest, so I feel like I hope I don't I hope I don't get caught in no situation.
You're gonna get caught in some situations.
But,
as long as they ain't legal, I'm cool. Anything else?
But I feel like I peep stuff a little early, so it's like I just do my thing. Yeah. But yeah.
So you thinking anybody talk to you about pledging anything?
I mean, yeah, but I don't really see me doing that right now. But like I said, I don't know where my mom gonna be at in 6 months, a year. Like I could. Yeah. I don't really see me doing that personally. Like that don't fit my personality. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. People who are real like serious about it. And like certain stuff, I'm just like I don't really get like why people so serious about it. Don't fry me, but I understand like people go hard about that. But like I don't want to get in something I really wouldn't really be hard about.
I found it's been in their families.
Yeah.
It's like a goal, like the politicking and the networking thing. Me, I'm not fraternal at all.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't the thing for me. I thought about it, but I just. You gonna do what to me? Call me your brother? No,
Yeah.
But my friends who are in frats and sororities, they love it. So
yeah,
it's all about.
Again, it's all about like what you like. Everybody different. I feel like everybody got similarities, but everybody different. Everybody got different. Like like I said, if you want to do it, I ain't gonna be like, oh, that's corny or whatever. But I don't want you to be like, oh, I'm corny because I don't want to do it.
You know the funniest thing, some cats. Not my friends who are in frats, but cats I know that are in frats that I went, with school or whatever. Oh, you join the frat, you get more bitches. I'm like, I got more bitches than y'all now. We can hook you up with a job. Like
no matter what you do on campus, it's just
I come from a family of bitch getters. Like I can't. Yeah, well, excuse me, ladies. I come from a family of men who indulge in women. I don't want to be disrespectful, but yeah, Mike, yeah, yeah, man, college, man, like, look at you, you're cheesing, you're glowing, like, I can see the difference in you, like, from last year,
Oh man, last year,
like,
see, junior year, the funny thing about it, junior year, like, academically was fun. But it was so much going on. It's like that period where like you feel like you're ready to move on, but you still got another year in you. Yeah. And it's a lot of things like, damn, I'm gonna be by myself next year. I think a lot, but I don't really think negatively. But I really think like I try to self-educate myself. And in this world, I feel like a lot of the little things are getting lost. So you gotta teach yourself it, like and that's what I be doing. Like as many assets and skills I can get before I'm really off alone is what I get, because when I'm off alone, I plan to just stay alone. I don't plan to just come back. I plan to just kind of get a kind of a head start on my life. Try to I'm working on now trying to find legal ways of like making like fast money and stuff like that. Learning how to really manage and kind of manipulate my money in the right way. Going towards the right things, being proactive with it and all that. And I'm doing that while I'm in school, because, in school you're going to spend money. No matter what you do, you're going to spend money. we live in a country where inflation is crazy, everything expensive. So it's like, I really just I be teaching myself now discipline. Like, what even then, like with my money, like if I really want something, it gotta be in my mind. I gotta go get it and I gotta earn it. A lot of stuff as you get older not gonna be handed to you. Really, nothing gonna be handed to you. So
As a black
yeah,
man,
I feel
absolutely
like
not.
I feel like now I was just talking to somebody like no matter what you do in life, you're gonna have to work hard. Like there's no really shortcuts at it. And like you gotta go through all if you wanna end up at the shortcut, you gotta go through a crazy amount of hard work to get there. So it's like if you wanna sell drugs, you still gotta do hard work. I mean, if you wanna flip houses, it's hard work.
Mm.
If you wanna code, hard work. No matter what you do, it's hard work. And that's why, I say hey, just do what really makes you happy because it's gonna be hard work regardless, and you gotta really fall in love with the hard work. Like right now, I'm doing multiple jobs, multiple internships and stuff. And, I'm not gonna say every day be like good, the happiest day. Like it be some days I be burnt out, but I feel like right now I gotta fall in love with the hard work, and I gotta like these 4 years of college, I gotta maximize them because I feel like that not only that's gonna put me ahead after college, but it's gonna have me set, and I just want to be the one that's like not only to have myself set, but my family set. I feel like I want everybody to be in a positive light. I feel like sometimes, you know, everywhere, I feel like it'd be a little negativity when I just be wanting everybody to be like, happy. And, on either side, if you need something, I want to be the one to be like, I got it. I want to be able to, take a vacation without me thinking like, damn, I'm going to be broke next week. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, so just continue to grind towards my goals, keeping myself active and all that, keep staying healthy, and praying my family stay healthy and everybody just good. So that's what you know. Like I said, I know all my decisions. I'm not gonna make everybody happy, but
But they're yours.
but they mine.
So
Exactly.
you got to live with
Yeah.
the decisions that
So
you make. Nobody else.
that's why I just do stuff for me, and if you happy with it, you happy with it. If you're not, you're not. No matter what you do, people gonna try to talk you out of it.
Somebody always gonna question.
Somebody always gonna question it. Like, but if you feel like you could do it, do it. And my biggest thing this summer was just like don't settle. If I can make them more money, I'm gonna make it as long as it's legal, of course. But if I can do more stuff for myself, I'm gonna do it. And yeah, so I be trying to make for college especially. I'm practicing like every day, productive. It don't even gotta be like even when I take my rest days, it gotta be like I worked hard all week. Now I can rest. It don't gotta be like all right, I'm sitting on my ass Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Work. Not even work, but even like you don't even gotta work out, do something. See some family members. Like make every day 1% better every day, cause eventually all that stuff gonna add up. Like it may not. It's not some. I last year in my junior year, I was just like, damn, like why everything not happening now? But as you like slowly build, everything start to add up and everything start to happen at the right time. So I feel like I gotta continue just going with that path through college because there's gonna be times where it's like, I'm gonna have ruts and rough moments and rough patches like I had in high school. But it's just eventually it's all gonna come together because you gotta have. I'm not even gonna say failure, but you gotta have your little,
trials and tribulations.
Yeah, trials and tribulations to build and grow. So that's what I'm really excited for in college to see, like really who I'm gonna become and like kind of get into the prime of my life, and just have fun with it responsibly. And yeah, hopefully I meet some really good people that help take me to the next level. I can help all everybody around me. So yeah, and not only help, but educate the younger ones, because in Philly, we live in a city where it's not a lot of guidance, and a lot of times because the kids don't really got nothing to do. But there's a lot to learn in this world, and there's so many opportunities, and yeah, so I just want to make it happen for myself, make it happen for people around me, then help help people below me, kind of hopefully I get to a stage where I got enough financial freedom to get into my own stuff I really want to get into. Like stuff like this is dope.
So what you trying to get into?
So my plan right now, like honestly, I want to I want to be a hardware engineer for a top company, but I also want to do like real estate. Me minoring in finance is kind of just learning about money. It's not really it's something to just have, but I don't see myself really working directly in the finance field. But I feel like you got to have a really deep understanding of finance if you want to make a lot of money, and just money management, how to read financial statements, how to use Excel sheets and stuff like that. But yeah, but then if I go to like grad school, I'll probably major in business. But a lot of people major in business in undergrad, so I feel like that wasn't for me. If I can do something business related without really a business degree coming out, and hopefully, I put myself in a position where I can get my grad school paid for one day. But yeah, so my plan right now is to just do that. But again, I don't want to look too ahead, because so much stuff can change. But if I had it in the perfect world, I would just do that. Then go to grad school for business and do that. But I plan now, I'm working on getting my LLC so I can start this real estate and wholesaling now. So in college I can just do it and do it and do it. Then maybe I could take it to another level, hire people for myself and stuff like that. Eventually get my real estate license and just take it to another level. And hopefully, maybe I do start out working a 9 to 5 for a couple years, which is cool for me. That eventually the business is I want to be a businessman. So with that, hopefully that can give me enough financial freedom to just do that and not having to work a 9 to 5, and I can have my financial freedom, travel the world, maybe make a girl pregnant, when I'm
Whoa,
pushing.
whoa,
No,
no.
I didn't say
no.
the age. I'm saying like
Maybe make a girl pregnant.
in the late 20s, early 30s.
What?
Yeah, that's too early. That's too early.
Man, you hold out on that one as long as you can.
As I can.
You hold on to that splash.
But,
you trying to make a splash?
I said that because
Mike, he trying to make a splash.
No, that came off wrong. But I hope to have like just a stable, not on myself, but like just a stable family for.
Right, that's a whole nother process. Let's focus on yourself. Then,
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to get too ahead.
Don't jinx yourself.
I've said in the perfect.
And
world,
I said jinx yourself. Don't jinx yourself. No.
I'm not. I'm not.
You make a splash.
But yeah, a lot. I feel like I got a lot to look forward to now. I feel like it was a point where I didn't have a lot to look forward to. So
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, man, junior year was rough, man. It's just like senior year coming up, but it's like
you ain't shoot the ball enough.
It's not even that, but it's like, what am I really gonna get into? You feel me? But like, what am I really? You kind of just. It's a lot that go into it. Again, the mind got a lot of thoughts, and the mind sometimes has to mature to see what it really wants. So. That's all that was for real. But like I said, I'm excited for a new atmosphere, being able to just keep driving towards my goals and just help.
Yeah, it's a
other
beautiful
people.
thing, man.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful thing to at least have an idea of what you're doing.
Yeah,
and college is fun. Looking forward to college and all those fees and books and signing your life away and shit like that.
That's crazy, but
that's
man, that's crazy. That came up in my mind too. I was just like, I don't know if I really want to go with all that.
Well, you gotta make it happen. But my thing is,
it's an investment. At the
it's an investment. Like you don't go to college for everything. Like a lot of people go to college with these bullshit majors. They get out.
Right,
as long as you
get something really.
As long as you get something
out
out of it.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't fulfill. I didn't stay in college. I came home early. I didn't flunk out. But looking at it, I didn't really want to go to college. I went to college for other people's reasons. I wanted to go in the Air Force and fly planes and blow shit up, Call of Duty style. I went to college and played a little ball. But you know what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But just remember, your decisions. Make your own damn decisions. Don't let anybody sway you because this is your life.
Right.
Don't make no fucking kids. But this is your life.
Right.
You got full freedom until you talk about, Dad, I'm thinking about a fucking family. You got family. You know what I'm saying? No fucking babies, dog. PTSD, I'm getting triggered. Triggeration. No fucking babies. Don't even look at a motherfucker. I'm like, I'll make her pregnant. Don't even do that.
Nah, I don't
know. None of that. None of that. College, you're going to run into some shit. Boy, college, I'll tell you some college. Yeah, moving around, college. Yeah. So you living on campus?
Yeah, I am living on campus. I'm excited about that, of course.
Hopefully get some cool roommates.
Yeah, I already know my roommate. He's pretty cool. So, yeah, he dope. So,
good shit.
I was excited. He a thorough guy. So.
You sure he's thorough?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to check him out. You got hoes?
Huh?
He got hoes?
He cool, man. He got
high? He smoke?
Nah.
He drink?
Nah.
All right.
Yeah,
cool.
athlete, man.
Oh, you athlete?
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm. So,
what do you play?
Play soccer.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Hey, black guy, though.
Okay, Ronaldo. All right.
But, yeah. I mean, roommate. all that. Yeah, living on campus.
Roommates. Yeah, your roommate can
Meal
make or break
plan.
your fucking experience. Meal plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your roommate can make or break you, man.
Yeah.
You got a nut ass roommate, like that makes shit easy. You got a cool ass roommate, y'all.
Yep.
Y'all look out for each other.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Meal plan. Like y'all got cool shit now. You can order out on your meal plan, DoorDash on your meal plan.
Yeah.
Fucking jealous about that.
Oh,
shit.
that shit costs money, but
yeah,
it
but
gotta come from somewhere. But it's
It
good.
gotta come from somewhere.
It's good while you have it. It don't feel like it ain't costing nothing at the time. So
yeah, shit. It's better than what it was.
Yeah, for sure. Stuff is constantly evolving. You know, like
shit is better.
Yeah.
So so you plan on staying in Towson the whole 4?
I mean, yeah, that's the plan. You know, but anything can happen. I'm trying to graduate as quick as possible, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Summer school.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take summer classes, or at least like again, it's all about like something that's helping me get towards where I want to get to. So it's internship or summer classes for sure. But them summer classes usually be online.
Yeah, that's some new shit. Yeah, you can take classes
like,
online.
You know, easy A's. So it's like I'm definitely going to cash in on that. But it's going. I hope possibly I can get 3 years, but 4 years is fine. Yeah, it's just I ain't rushing to get back home or nothing. So just
don't come back home too.
Yeah,
don't come the fuck back home.
Yeah,
don't come home.
Yeah, I'm just.
Don't come home. You come home, you get into that home rut. Don't come home.
Yeah. I know. I'll talk to a lot of people that's already in college, man. They couldn't wait to go. They can't wait to go back right now. So, yeah, I feel like that's gonna be me, cause like, I just like it's just certain stuff that I just like. That's like I'm a big independent guy where I just like my own kind of environment. I'm gonna be with other people in college and stuff, but it's different. Like it's real different. Freedom. You can just check in with yourself for real. You don't gotta be like,
yeah. Just don't fuck it up.
Yeah, I'm also out the city too, so it's different.
Yeah, you're away.
But also I'm in an area where like I still can run into people, so that's kind of what I was looking for. Like a little less hostile. You in a more relaxed environment outside of Philly, but you also still got to be on 10 all the time. But you still can run into people. It's a bunch of Philly people down there, so because it's close, so. That's gonna be cool. And then the homecoming season is gonna be dope too.
Yeah, that's when you inseminate eggs and make deposits. Homecoming. That's when you gotta be careful.
Yeah, that. The autumn weekends, it's gonna be that October, November. We just kind of getting, bro. Once October here, that's probably when it's really gonna get active.
It's gonna get wild.
Then you come home for a little bit in November. You come home for a little bit in December. Then you kind of just finish out.
Spring break.
Yeah, spring break. You probably come in.
Because, like, if you think about it, like, okay, September and October, that's like maybe the largest span between, you got September, October, then you Thanksgiving, you're home.
Yeah,
then a month, Christmas. Then you go Christmas break is a month down there.
Yeah.
Then you come back for a couple weeks. Then it's spring break. Yeah.
In high school we got like cool 4 or 5 days.
No, yeah, you get a month.
You get like 3 weeks to a month.
Yeah.
We gonna be bored, but
free. You gonna be free. Yeah.
But
it's a different experience. Let me ask you a question. What would you say if the coach was like, "Damn boy, you tall. Why don't you come check us out?"
I would come check it out. I mean, I'm never gonna let the basketball team go, but yeah, I'm gonna play intramural for sure. But I'm gonna let
intramural All-American.
Yeah, I mean, I
see that in you.
Basketball is fun. I never said basketball. Basketball is always fun. It's just a lot that go into it. I feel like like I said, I'm more mentally mature now. I watch the game really deep, so like
fucking college, that's a job.
Yeah,
But D1 too, right?
Yeah,
that's a fucking job.
Yeah, for sure. See, that's another thing too. It's a lot of commitments, but it's like, if I get the chance, and eventually, if the coach, mess with me or whatever, then I build myself up and get off my tuition paid for like the final 3 years or something. That's amazing. But I just gotta see what happens. I feel like I'm gonna be placed in the right position. If it happened to happen, like I said, I could be playing in the mirror. They like, yo, you never know. But
yeah, come try out.
We gonna have fun with the basketball, whatever, going to the gym, all that. So, like you said,
Speaking of homecoming,
mm-hmm.
Will you be attending ENS's homecoming this fall?
I mean, I yeah,
Nile, no
I,
Hosby.
I'll give him a game.
You give him a game. You'll be over there against the wall, like.
No, yeah, I'm gonna be in the cut. I'm gonna be in the cut, man. I ain't gonna be out
gonna
there.
Be over there against the wall with your old jersey on.
No,
like.
none of that, man. None of that, man. I ain't doing none of that. You ain't gonna even know I played for him, but you gonna know what the end does, man. I'm just gonna act like a regular student.
No, you gotta be over there against the wall like your old heads was. Like, I remember that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna be on the bench, but
With your jersey on, one of the coaches with a polo.
No. They playing MLTEP this year, so I'll probably try to.
Are they?
Yeah, I'll probably see if I can get around for that too. But yeah.
I'm definitely going to that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna check them out from afar though. I'm gonna just stay in tune, make
sure.
They're
gonna miss you.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure like I said, they all doing good and stuff. They they all playing right now, so it's like it's like damn, that was just me last year. It's like a constant.
So no halftime dunk contest.
No, man, I'm not doing none of that. I don't even got time for that, man.
No, you sure?
Yeah, I'm
Shade
sure.
thrown.
I'm sure, man. I don't got no time for that, man. Keep myself busy. Like can't. Like I did go to one of the games though, but they did their thing. But they doing their thing. Hopefully they can just build on what we did, the past year, and they just keep building. Dust got promoted to head coach.
I know.
So, I feel like they got something good going over there.
You talked to Tali Jr.? You talked to the new you?
Nah, I ain't been talking to nobody. I catch up with them when I can, social media. So if I see something, I might, give a little reply or whatever.
I ducked it on them once.
Oh yeah, one of them might, hit me up here and there, but yeah, but they doing it like they said. I'm living my life, they living theirs.
Yeah.
I know they probably missed all the seniors, but they ready, to step up and become, men and be in a new light. So I'm excited for them for sure.
Yeah, they some cool kids.
They gonna have they got opportunities to put themselves in position to do something with basketball, whether it's scholarship at some form or level, and just help their families out. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. You come play high school basketball, and high school is it's a team thing, but at the end of the day, it's an individual thing too, because your end goal, if you're really serious about it, is to try to get a scholarship or some type of sort of money from it. If if you really love it too, that's all that come from it. But yeah, I'm proud of them. I'm looking from afar for sure. I see.
I see. To duck in on them when they had them Ben Simmons moments.
You
remember?
They ain't my position no more, man.
Yeah, it's your position, man. You the big bro. Like you the big bro in college though. You can't just leave them out there hanging, man, because they gonna run it. It's not the basketball. It's the the in school, the girls, the attention. We talked about that. The attention that come with that. Y'all winning. Y'all on a winning streak.
Yeah.
Girls like you, and they fight. They on social media. He mine, and then their experience is not like yours. They're gonna need somebody to lean on. They ain't used to that experience like that. We rap. Like you gonna have to tell them from what like, yo, man, fuck them. Come see me in college. You'll see what it's hitting for, man. Y'all doing too much.
Yeah, but.
They might need a couple words of encouragement, man.
Yeah, of course, man. I always was positive to them,
Yeah, especially I talk to Ant. You know what I say to Ant. Like, you know what I say to Ant.
Yeah, I mean.
When school starts, what I tell you, shoot the ball, Anthony. Shoot the ball, Anthony. I don't care what you do while you there. We young, shoot the ball then. Yeah.
That's it. Shoot, man. Have fun with it.
Have fun, like you gotta have fun, man. College is gonna be.
But even just like basketball life, man, you just gotta have fun with it, cause
anything at this age, man. You like you said, you put in your work, and it's how to have fun. Have fun, man.
Yeah.
Don't come home. It's home. It's home. Even when you come home, be out. All right, I'm out. You know what I mean?
That's kind of how I am now. Like, I just
I'm
be
out.
moving.
Because when it's time to work,
crib rut is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even say that, but like, you just in the house, you're not really doing nothing. And then, it's just, just gotta, have space, just
Yeah,
do
but
your thing.
it's gonna be another run, brother. Like when you get to school, it's gonna be another one. And people gonna need counseling because you can that separation of anxiety is cool. I mean, it's not cool. It's crazy. Like
I'll be alright.
I ain't talking about you. Y'all been like this the whole time. Now is that's you might want to recommend some counseling.
They be alright, man. People be alright, man.
Yeah, all right.
It's gonna be weird though, cause like I ain't a type to just like. I feel like some people be bothered, cause I ain't a type. Like another conversation I feel like that needs to be had, like the texting back and forth. Like I ain't really. It's not that, like I'm. It's not that I don't really like care for you or love you. It's just sometimes like texting back is hard because like, I'm so in the mid. There's so much going on where it's like
people gotta find their own space.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, people always be like, dang, like, you don't call me. I be like, bro, you living your life, I'm living mine. It's like, all right, when we catch up, I know you cool. Unless you tell me, all right, we got a problem, then we got a problem. But it's never going to be like, dang, we ain't texted so long, must be a problem. Like, we living life going on. We all in our own lanes doing our own thing. Like,
well, that's gender specific. Men know.
Yeah, I mean,
do your
yeah.
thing. Women be like, you don't
yeah.
love me no more. You getting new on me.
Yeah,
like,
no, I don't be that for real. That don't even be on my mind. Just be like, dang, like, it just life. Everything happening so fast, and we think we got a lot of time. We really don't.
It's a great time to be you, brother.
Yeah.
It's a great time to be you, but you watch them hoes. You watch them hoes.
Man.
Them hoes that brought down many a man, haven't they, Mike? Then them deposits don't get cooked, boy. I'm telling you.
My mind not even wrapped up on
until
like
you see it. You gonna be literally see Satan with a vagina, like for real. You gonna be looking like, and she gonna be looking at you, and it's gonna be so easy. You gonna think it's a setup, like, well, slide by my room, or what you doing tonight, or. I'm gonna come over after the party or something. It's too easy. Like, it ain't even gonna be like, you're gonna be like, hold up. This too easy.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful. You gonna see it. You gonna see it.
I hear you for sure.
You gonna see it because dude, you're tall. Number one, you're tall. Look, you ain't gotta look good. You look like me, so it's cool. You're tall. See, how tall are you? 6'4", 6'5". Damn. Then they gonna look at your feet. Then they gonna look at you. And then it's gonna be the whole. You gonna be in the database. I call it the database.
The database.
It's a database. Cause you gotta remember the chicks getting freedom too. You know how women get when they get freedom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they out there.
Yeah.
It ain't on purpose.
Yeah, but
it's gonna be one big plethora of experimentation.
Man.
Keep that, Mike. A plethora of experimentation. You just gotta know, where you shooting the pistol. Don't shoot the club up.
Oh no.
You might hit somebody.
Oh no.
Yeah, don't shoot the club up.
Ooh, we Donald Trump shooter.
Yeah.
No, we never mind. We not clipping it either.
Right? That choreographed shooting. Like,
right.
I'm gonna shoot you here.
Right.
And yeah.
Yeah, but it's just so much. Like I said, I don't really know what to expect. I gotta live it first, but I kind of got an idea. But like I said, it's gonna be so much going on. Like life is a lot going on. If you really trying to do something with your life, there's always gonna be a lot going on and stuff like that. No matter what you do, so I'm just trying to make something happen, trying to make something shake. Checking who I could check into, cause I know people, like you said, that's separation. I know some people gonna feel some type of way. Cause
I know a couple.
I'm not gonna say.
I know a couple right now.
Phase out. I don't know. Phase out the word, but like it's just like over time. Like okay, we could be rapping multiple times a week. Then as time like life start happening, classes start ramping up. You might not hear from me for a little while. I'm not dead, but I'm just living my life.
Right.
There people like, oh, you on the phone all day. You can't make no time to hit me up. Like it really don't work like that. Like life don't work like that. Like you really gotta like have a set time to yourself too before like other people. Like I just talk. I don't think I have a selfish mindset, but I just talk. As stuff go on, as you making the big decisions that like and people still gonna be irritated by your decisions. But it's like it's your life. Like, you know, if I want to do something, I'm gonna do it. Like, I feel like I'm old enough to make my own decisions. I'm confident in my own decisions, and if I'm confident in it, I'm confident I'm gonna go with my gut. And, you know, you might feel some type of way, and we might go back and forth about it. But if I got legit reasoning, I don't feel like you could feel some type of way about my decision about whatever I'm doing. And, you know, you never know what might come out of it. It could help you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Final question. What advice would you give a young high schooler trying to find his way?
I would just say put yourself in as many opportunities as possible to just figure out like what you want to do. Like, no matter what it is, sports, academics. But people say academic and it sound real cliche. I'm talking about really doing something with your academics. We live in a world where it's a lot of opportunities. So if you think you want to do something, just put yourself in as many opportunities as you can, and you're going to figure out what lane you want to go in. Like me, I kind of got into it late, like, because, you know, I had COVID and stuff. Then sophomore year was probably my first year. I don't really think I did anything. But, like, junior and senior year, I got into programs. Like, you know, even though, you know, I felt, you know, at the time, you know, I was like, damn, I got to go to this program or whatever. But
I remember that.
yeah, but the more stuff you do is the more you're going to be able to really learn about yourself, because you don't want to be, like, even if you play a sport, I would say get into other stuff, too, because you don't want to, you never know, an injury could happen or something like that. But you don't want to get to your senior year and don't have not a major, but don't have zero clue what your guide is. Because not everybody path is college. And it's a bunch of luxurious ways to get to the money. And it's a bunch of ways to, like, be really successful without going to school. Like, you don't have to go to school. But, you know, just think, I will also say, like, be confident in yourself, but also know you're going to make mistakes along the way. But the mistakes is to help you mature and learn lessons and stuff like that. I would say, you know, take what people say, but also know you have the final say. Don't let nobody else make the final say for you, and just take care of your own responsibilities. High school is another thing for, like, you coming from middle school. Again, like, the temptations get crazier and crazier. Again, the freedom increases.
Remember that when you came from middle school to high school?
Yeah, I mean, I had COVID, so it was a little different. But even then, COVID, like, you know, I'm texting the Jones, like, you know, a little horny teenager shit. But, you know, yeah, like, I would just say, no, a lot of people going to say stay focused, like the basic stuff. But really just whatever you put into it is what you're going to take out of it. Like I said, the more stuff you do, the more better you're going to look, and the more you're going to learn about yourself. But just anything you do, even if you don't like it, like, kind of take something out of it. Take something positive out of it. Like, even if you playing ball and you don't want to play in college, it's so much you can take from, like, that type of environment and stuff like that. So, like, that's how you got to think about stuff, and just have a good perspective on everything, because it's going to be times, even in school, like, you can be like, why am I learning this? And I'm really like that, too. Like, I feel like, you know, I had good grades, but it's like, you know, why am I learning this and stuff? But you got to have a good perspective about it. Just be like, damn, it's just to get me move forward. And you may not want to pay attention, but like I said, everybody got their own way of doing things. And like you said, you could cheat your way through high school. You can honestly BS and get good grades. As long as you turn that work in and do average on the test, like I said, that should be at least enough in high school to earn a B or high A. Finals ain't too crazy in high school. It's pretty much like college preparation, but it ain't real finals. Ain't no teacher really gonna give you a real finals exam. They might give you a project or something. So, like, yeah, high school really is not hard. It's an adjustment, though. The hardest part is the adjustment. And, like, anything else is getting started and getting your foot in. But after you get your foot in, it's real easy. But start early. But even if you start late, you're gonna be able to come back. But just know, like, that time, it goes by fast. So make the most of it. That's all I would say.
All right. Well, you know we're gonna come back and revisit this at Christmas break. You know. So hopefully you ain't, you know, owe the bookie no money.
Oh no.
You know, I got the free clinic profile set up. You gotta go to the free clinic, and you know, again, man, I'm proud of you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Goddamn, no deposits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we gonna get out of here. You know, everybody keep it positive, like Black ass right here. You know, he turned his senior year into a whole experience, and you know, me myself, I got to experience some of that with him, and it was very, very enjoyable. So, you know, stay in school, don't do drugs, don't shoot the club up, and watch where you make your deposit. This is Talk to Me, Baby, the Simpkins Experience, featuring the unpaid intern, a.k.a. the high school graduate, a.k.a. Black ass, a.k.a. my son. And we out of here.